So growing up, I struggled a lot with depression and anxiety and an eating disorder. I think why it's hard for me to talk about just struggling with body image and being at a point where I was actually taking diuretics, trying to starve myself. In the Black community, you say eating disorder and people just think, no, that's not a Black girl thing, that doesn't happen. And that's totally not the case, because my 16-year-old self would totally not agree with that.
You know, growing up as a young person without a father figure, you never know where your niche is in this world. So, like, not knowing your niche, you know what I mean, not being able to find good employment because your address or with the way you look, the way you talk, the way you dress, it could like bury some people if you're not strong-minded.
High school were pretty much the worst years of my life. And this is where my mental illness really began to take form. In grade 9, my freshman year, when most kids were having the time of their lives, I was crying myself to sleep most nights and waking up pretty much every day hoping to die because of the drama that followed me around everywhere. When I was 17, I got pregnant by my boyfriend, who also impregnated 2 other girls in our school. I had an abortion. I chose to take this step because I knew the drama that was going to continue to follow me, and that particular experience has haunted me for most of my life, even until today.
My roommate at the time, she said to me one day, "I think you have anxiety." And I went into my room and I thought to myself, anxiety? White girls get that. I was so ignorant to the fact. I didn't know what it was.
I don't personally think mental health is viewed in the Black community. For the most part, there's a stigma, I think, that if you're strong enough and apply enough of your mental faculties, that it's not a real thing.
I don't think it's recognized really in the Black community. I don't think people really talk about it much. Myself being African, a lot of people take mental health and turn it into things that it really isn't.
I think there is, first of all, an overall stigma regarding mental health. Mental health is seen as, in the Black community in particular, I would say as a silent killer. It's something that we don't acknowledge. I think it's also something that we try to keep hidden.
Mental health has not been talked about in our community. There's no help with it. You know, you try to talk to one of your homies about mental health, they look at you like, dog, you getting soft on me? Like, I see other communities, they come together, they discuss, they move forward, you know what I mean? But with us, it's just like, man, this dude's soft right here, you know, like, let's shun him.
I feel like there's a lot of misconceptions and a lot of fear of tackling the topic. I think that it's one of those things that is still taboo, unfortunately, and I really wish that it wasn't.
Whenever I went to an adult and told them that I was going through depression, they would say, "You don't have any bills, you don't have any responsibilities, what could you possibly be depressed about?" And they would look at me as if I was insane. They would look at me as if, you know, you're just a kid, like, what do you have to stress over? And I don't think that's fair, because we're going through our own struggles just like they're going through their struggles.
I feel like the Black community, my community, we're so scared to take that step, to go see a counselor, to go see someone about it.
You're not alone, you're not alone. There's so many more going through what you do. You're not alone, you're not alone. Wish you knew that there's someone here to help.